Your body is really trash. Talk about bedside manner, right? But our young man, he just takes it in stride like he's ordering a cup of coffee. The doc, he's on a roll, suggesting a fix that's slower than watching paint dry. Basically, he tells our guy to just kick back and wait for the inevitable. But our young man hints about a healer, the one beside him, someone supposedly way better, and that's when the physician's ego takes a nosedive. Nonsense, he practically screams, all puffed up with pride. He mocks our young man. But the young man said that the needle eccentric lacks skills, calls him inept, and his techniques poor even in martial arts. Then, due to his ego being broken, like your egg during a long motorcycle drive on a bumpy road, the physician proposes a bet, a duel, a showdown. He's so sure of himself it's almost painful. But here's the kicker. If he wins, he gets all the young man's mates, because apparently they've got nice constitutions. If he loses, he becomes the young man's servant, and then they move to the ring. The physician, having all sort of talks, asked who will be his opponent. The young man said, "I will be." The physician was shocked, as he's basically a walking corpse. A thought suddenly crossed his mind. Are you trying to give up on life? But then he said enough talk and the fight explodes. The physician, needle, eccentric, he's getting his prized needles and about to use his secret technique, speeding up and doing some fancy moves, needles flashing like lightning. But our young man, he's barely even moving. It's like he's watching a slow-motion movie. Needles are flying, but they're missing by miles. The physician is putting on a show, but our young man is just becoming a blur, and there. Then with a casual flick of the wrist, he pushes the physician out of the ring. The physician was shocked. He rolled and rolled and rolled like being towed by a dung beetle. He almost shat his pants. Now he is seeing red. He's furious and wanted to have another go at the young man. He looks down and sees his own needles sticking out of his chest. Ouch! But before he can even blink, our young man is a blur, a whisper of movement, and then, bam! A swift tap to the back of the head, and the physician is out cold. He wakes up, and it's night. He sees another figure, already a servant, and he knows what's coming. Get used to it, the first servant says, a hint of amusement in his voice. You're number 2 now. The bet is settled. The proud physician, now a servant.